Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in the complete reading of Srimad Ramayana. We are discussing the qualities which Valmiki Maharshi is asking for a person who was living at that particular point of time to Muni Narada. So Valmiki Maharshi is asking, do I really have a person who is living right now who has got all these 16 qualities? And we are also seeing as to how these qualities actually get mapped to Sri Ramachandra. Now, we have discussed about 10 qualities till now. We are now on the 11th quality which is being asked, and that quality is Sadaika Priyadarsanah. Priyadarsanah means someone who is beautiful. Now in English we have this saying, a thing of beauty is joy forever. But in Sanatana Dharma, we always look at the thing that gives us safety. In Sanatana Dharma, things are classified as two. One, things are which are beautiful. Two, things which give us safety. And the emphasis is that we always need to choose the things that give us safety. Now look, I'll try to explain this using a very, very simple example here. And that is of a mother. Have you ever seen an idiot who compares his mom's beauty with another mother's beauty? Never. We will never see such an idiot, male or female. Because for every living being on this world, the safest place is staying with the mother. Yes. So our mom is always beautiful. Whenever we look at our mother's face, we always end up seeing beauty there. Our mom's face is always a Priyadarshana for us. We always feel happy in their presence. So, Lord Rama, Lord Sri Rama, he saves us from the demons. He saves us when we are praying. Out of all the avatars that came onto this earth, there is only one avatara which specifically protected tapas or penance of people, and that's Sri Rama avatara. And why do we need to do tapas on a daily basis? To make this life our last life. In Sanatana Dharma, we believe that we are stuck in this birth and death cycles. To come out of this birth and death cycle, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, we need to do tapas so that we can break out of this cycle. So what is tapas? As we discussed in this sloka, tapasvadhyaya nirtam tapasvi vagvidambaram naradam paripapracha valmikir munipungavam. Tapas is doing penance on a daily basis, doing a mantra on a daily basis, doing your japam on a daily basis, doing your nitya karma on a daily basis, doing Bhagavad Bhajana on a daily basis, because that would ensure that the Papa Rashi or the mountain of sins that we have, they would just get blown away, they would just get burnt away when we do more and more japa. And when we do japa, you know, there is this sloka which is told in every puja, Uttishtantu bhuta pisachaha yete bhume bharakaha edesham avirodhena brahma karma samarabhe. What is being told in that sloka? It is being said that I am starting puja and any negative energy around me, the bhuta preta pisachas around me, kindly go away. And who saves us from all these demons? The only avatara where the Lord was focusing on protecting tapas was Rama avatara. That's why we have a Rama Mandir in almost every village of India. That's because every village in India at one point of time, irrespective of caste, creed, people used to do tapas, and the person who protected the tapas from the demons, or tapasvi from the demons, was Lord Sri Rama. So when someone is protecting you and ensuring that you are not going to be stuck in this birth and death cycles forever, whenever you see them, won't you feel happy? It doesn't matter at what point of time. That's why Sadaika Priyadarshana. Okay, that's the beauty. That's Priyadarshana of Rama. Rama is always a Priyadarshana, because whenever you go and see, you always feel like you are seeing your mother. You always feel like you're seeing your father. You always feel like this is the person who is giving me safety. That's Sri Ramachandra. So that's Priyadarshana. Not just that. That's a very, very big meaning for Priyadarshana. But on a very, very normal level, as I said, Priyadarshana means someone who is good looking. Now, even the Rakshasas who saw Rama kept saying that he was wonderful. Surpanaka says, I have never seen someone more beautiful than Sri Ramachandra. She says, Tarunau Rupa Sampannau Pundarika Visalakshav. That's how she describes Ramachandra. She says he's so beautiful. And how was Surpanaka at that point of time? Her nose and ears were cut. Even then she was singing praises of Rama's beauty. Even Tara, who lost her husband, when she looks at Sri Ramachandra, she says, Tvaprameyascha Durasadascha. She looks at Rama and says, oh, you are looking so beautiful. Now, why does someone look so beautiful also? There is another, one, the physical beauty part of Sri Ramachandra, and even rishis say, Pumsam Mohana Rupaya Punya Slokaya Mangalam, means even rishis, they fell in, who left everything, who left all the worldly matters, those rishis also fell in love with Sri Ramachandra's beauty. And that's the reason why they say, right, they came back as Gopikas in the next avatar, in the avatar of Sri Krishna. So, that's the physical beauty of Rama. And one last thing before we move on, when do you look so beautiful to others? How can I become like that? Okay, the physical beauty part, we can't help much. We are born with features. Somebody is born beautiful, somebody is not born beautiful. That can't be changed much. But then, if you really want to look beautiful, there is one thing that we can learn from Sri Ramachandra is, see, we are made up of three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Okay, now when Sattva is increasing in you, means when you are becoming filled with more and more and more Sattva, your face will start looking beautiful to others. People will start feeling that warmth near you. Even today we see some people in our lives, right? Our friends, sometimes, whenever you are down, you feel like going to that person and talking, because that person gives you that sattva, that sat energy comes from them, right? So then why do we, sometimes look very disturbed, or, sometimes, not sometimes, many a times, mere mortals, I'm not talking about you, like me, mere mortals like me, we might not look so good. That's because either Rajas or Tamas, they are coming very heavily in our body. So when you are filled with more Rajas, the dukkha or the pain part actually raises in you, and people around you can sense that energy. And when you, Rajas is about pain, while Tamas or Rajas is about dukkha, okay, and Tamas is about shoka and moha, getting all sorts of, sexual thoughts, or, feeling like sleeping always, having that energy, that's more of Tamas. So if you want to become if you want to become a person who looks good to anyone at any point of time, if you want to become Priyadarshi even in parts, the recommendation is try to improve your Sattva Guna. The Sattva Guna, if you want to learn more about Sattva Guna, I would recommend that you read the Shraddhatre Vibhaga Yoga, the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks in detail about what is Sattva, what is Rajas and what is Tamas, and how we can improve Sattva in our lives. That's also talked about in that particular chapter. I'm not delving deep into that, because that would be, another topic and a big deviation to what we are discussing right now. So that's about Sadaika Priyadarsanah. The next quality is Atmavan. Atmavan, as per Amarakosha, Atmavan means dhairya or bravery. Okay. So in one way, the question of Valmiki Maharshi is, do I have someone who has got limitless bravery? Okay. It's not like, these days we hear about, if you can't make it, you fake it. No, it's not about faking bravery. It's actually being brave. And that we see in a lot of instances in Srimad Ramayana, where Sri Ramachandra exhibits all this. He exhibits both the inner bravery, with respect to his emotions and all, and also the bravery at war, where 14,000 Rakshasas come to fight him, and he stands alone and fights them. That's bravery, right? Also, at a point of time when Samudra does not give him way, Rama says, with my energy I can control all the world. That's also bravery, right? Saying that, at the face of disaster, he coming out and saying, no, I am brave enough. I can fight this war, and not just that, I can vanquish all the enemies. That's again bravery that was displayed by Rama. So Atmavan is bravery there. Okay. Now, the next quality, the 13th quality is Jitakrodhah. Now, Jitakrodhah is a wonderful, wonderful word in itself, because Krodha. What is Krodha? Krodha is anger. And what is the reason for a lot of troubles in our lives? Either our anger or our boss's anger. Now, bosses need not always be in office. You have a boss at home, you have a boss in office. So their anger takes away the joy from our lives, and our anger takes away joy from somebody else's life. So conquering anger. Now you might say, sir, I am not controlling my anger. The anger is controlling me. At times I see something that's going really haphazard. I am a stickler for rules. I just can't, keep quiet. I just get angry. I just get worked up. That's true. But then how do you win over it? Now we'll see how Rama completely wins over his anger. I'll just give you a few instances. See, now imagine you helping your friend to become a king, and then you say that friend also needs to come back and help you, and you say, see, for the next 2 months it's going to rain a lot, so after 2 months you come back and help me, because you have to send your scouts to search. And how can they search during the rainy season? Because rains basically hamper movement. Yeah, that was the conversation between Sri Ramachandra and Sugriva. So Sri Ramachandra kills Vali. Sugriva is now the king, and Sri Ramachandra says, see, 2 months of rains are going to be there anyways, so after the rains are done, you please start sending your scouts in all directions, so that they can figure out where Sita Ma is, and they can come back and tell us, so that we can go and get her back. That was what was done. Now Sugriva, he somehow gets addicted to the comforts, and he does not come out of it. And even after the rainy season is done, Sugriva does not come out. He does not come. He does not come out to Sri Ramachandra and say, hey, these are the scouts. These are the people whom I am sending out. Rama is in a cave outside Kishkinda. And all this is happening. The Sharad Ritu has already started. And this is where Sri Ramachandra is now very, very anxious as to why Sugriva is not coming out yet. Normally, anybody would have got a lot of anger at this point of time, but Rama, and any normal person would have come out and shouted, did whatever he wanted. But look at how Rama talks here. He won over his anger. He now tried to analyze the situation, and he realizes that, okay, Sugriva has fell for these vices. Now I have to get him back on track. And while sending Lakshmana is like extremely angry at this point of time. And then he says, Nacha sankuchita pandha yena vali hato gataha samaye tishta Sugriva mavali padhamanvagaha. He says, Sugriva, the route in which Vali has gone has not closed yet. So it's better for you that you stick to your word and not follow the footsteps of Vali. So he never said, I am going to kill you. He said, you are going in the direction of Vali, and then the route in which Vali went up, that route is not closed yet, which essentially means if you keep continuing to go in the same path, you might end up in the place where Vali went. Here in Ramayana, it is told a number of times that it's never said that, Rama was seething with anger or something. It says Ramaha krodhamaharayat. Krodhamaharayat means he brought the anger and put up a face. Krodhamaharayat means he brought anger out. Okay, so now how do we, probably not fall for this anger and all? That's again realizing that all these are passing clouds. I mean, it's very easy, easier said than done. There are a lot of anger management techniques out there. I'm not trying to teach anger management here, but then all I'm trying to say is one thing that we need to understand is that it's a fleeting moment, and things are going to definitely improve in the times to come. Yes, at times you need to show anger to get your work done, because a lot of times people like me might be lazy. So if you want to get your stuff done, yes, sometimes you'll have to exhibit anger, but you'll have to remember that you are exhibiting anger, and as quickly as possible should come out of it. So I'll give you one sloka. If you remember this one sloka, probably that might really help you, in getting rid of anger. Whenever you see that you are being controlled by anger, you might say, no, I want to get out of it. So the shloka is uttame kshanikopasyat madhyame ghatikadvayam adhame syat ahoratram papishthe maranantaram. So in Nil Shastra, they are telling us that there are 4 types of people and who get angry. Uttama means a very good person, a very wise person. Uttama is the best. For him it is, or her, I mean, again, no gender bias here. For him or her, uttame kshanikopasyat. They are angry only for a moment, not more than that. Madhyame ghatikadvyam. See, for average people, the anger is like anywhere between 1 to 2 hours, 1.5 hours max, not more than that. Okay. Adhame syat ahoratram. Adhame syat means a person who is really below average, who is struggling even to get the 35, even who is actually trailing, who can't even pass. For them it's ahoratram. Ahoratram means aham is a day, ratram is night, so ahoratram is 24 hours. So you're supposed to leave the anger within 24 hours. Okay, and who is going to carry it for more than this, a day and a night, or more than 24 hours? It's papishthe maranantaram. So the sinners, it's only the sinners who carry the anger till their death. Means you got anger on someone, somebody has insulted you, somebody has done something bad to you, you're gonna carry it on and on and on and on. You are a sinner basically. That's what is being said. When I say you, I'm not meaning you, I'm talking about people like me. Okay, I'm telling this to myself. Okay, so try to be uttama, try to exhibit anger, but come quickly out of that anger. Figure out all the there is no one silver bullet for all the problems, right? So try to figure out your own anger management things, but always ensure, again we'll see more about anger management in Sundarakanda and all, when Lord Hanuman talks about this anger and everything. I'll tell whatever is told in, I'll try to tell whatever is told in Ramayana regarding this, but then you can always keep a control on yourself, figure out whether when all you are getting angry, and then try to come out of it by being an uttama there. Okay, that's about Jitakrodhah. And with this, we will end this episode here. And in the next episode, we will look at the rest of the qualities which Rishi Valmiki is asking Maharshi Narada. Om Tat Sat. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Jai Shri Ram.